It's time to enter the world of real estate in Oahu with Hawaii's only true real estate radio show, the Team Lally Real Estate Show. Grab a pen and get ready to take notes. For the next full hour, Hawaii's premier real estate leader, Adrienne Lally, and Attilio Leonardi will bring you the latest in real estate news and real-world strategies on how they can guarantee to sell your home at a price and deadline you agree to, or they'll buy it. Now, here are your hosts, Adrienne and Attilio.
Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596, or you can check us out online at teamlally.com.
Hi, everybody. My name is Aka Ku'u.
No, it's not.
It's not. My name is Attilio, but that is our Hawaiian word for today. If you're listening to the radio and I ask you to repeat something, I can hear you through the radio. So I want everybody to say with me, 1, 2, 3, Aka Ku'u.
Aka Ku'u.
Aka Ku'u.
Aka Ku'u.
What'd you call my mama? Anyway.
Aka Ku'u.
You called her. So the English translation for that, this is from Kimo Stone. He's our favorite attorney. Very wise and sage person here. Kamehameha School graduate. I don't know if that's a significant thing, but I like mentioning that. That's how Kamehameha School people, we like to brag about where we went to school. Anyway, so he was teaching a class, and it was our broker in charge class, and he talked about Aka Ku'u, and what that translation means literally is to grow calm. Now, I know what you're asking. Attilio, okay, so we know our Hawaiian word of the day. Here's how you will apply your Hawaiian-ness. By the way, if you live in Hawaii, you're all Hawaiian, okay? And this is how you're going to apply it in your daily lives. And I'm going to attach it to one of our bold laws. And bold, for those of you who don't know, it's a training class that we hold twice a year at Keller Williams. What's the acronym stand for? Bold. Business
Objective, Life by Design.
So you can be one of two people going through life, life by default. Just, I get up this morning, whatever happens, happens. Or you can have a life by design. You know what? I know exactly what I need to do, not only this morning, but on Sunday evenings. I know what I'm doing for the week. And I have my, monthly goals, quarterly goals, annual goals, because they're all stepping stones. So anyway, Aka Ku'u means to be calm. And what that means is when life comes our way and life happens, or as they say, does it all work out perfect and completely stress-free, Adrienne?
Never.
No. So that Hawaiian word means is that, we have no control over traffic, interest rates, the house burning down, kids not paying attention, not getting good grades, all the challenges that happen in life. No control over that. Yes or yes?
Well, maybe like with the good grades, I think that, if you do your homework and you study, you'll get good grades. Or
that's
someone else getting good grades.
I'm talking about you have no control over your kids getting good grades.
That is true.
If they decide that they just do not want to pay attention in school and get bad grades, you have no control over that.
That is correct.
So you're talking about yourself, which is your ability to what? Grow calmer.
Yes.
Stay with me with the Hawaiian word. Stay with the Hawaiian word, Aka Ku'u.
Okay, so what's the
You
point?
have no control over life and other people, but you have control over your ability to do what again? Say it in Hawaiian.
Aka Ku'u.
Which means?
To grow calmer.
That's your lesson for today. Okay? We have a lot of distractions, a lot of things that are going in our life. The immediate reaction when somebody cuts you off in traffic is to get really pissed off. Now, we have no control over those emotional first responses. It's almost automatic. But you do have control over your second thought, reflecting back to this radio show, remembering that word Aka Ku'u, and remaining calm. Have we had emotional fits and distractions, or just been in a rage and done something we've regretted?
Yeah, everyone has.
Everyone has. So when you come to that moment in your life, I'm only going to want one Hawaiian word, or it's two Hawaiian words to pop up in your mind. Adrienne?
Aka Ku'u.
All right. There's your lesson for today.
Okay. I have some quotes for today from Duke Kim Han of
we like quotes.
Hawaii Pacific Property Management. He sends us these awesome quotes almost every day. So the first one is, I'd rather live with a good question than a bad answer. And that's from Ira Firmer. And the next one, he highlighted in red. I don't know if he did it or if just that's how it came. But it's from Virgil Garnett Thompson. And what he said is, try a thing you haven't done 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Once to get over the fear of doing it. Twice to learn how to do it. And a 3rd time to figure out whether you like it or not.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
That's it.
You know, I think if you're listening to this radio show every weekend, you should be writing those down, because what does it mean? What does it mean to take notes? How does that benefit you, taking notes?
Well, it helps you to learn.
Yeah.
And to remember, to reference back.
To reference back. Even if you never looked at those notes ever again, you're going to retain that information. It'll be part of your memory. You're going to be able to easier recall it and execute on it and make it a part of your life.
Mm-hmm. So we do have, we've got some more information from the body language boss with her body language tip of the week, RB Kelly.
Okay.
I think you guys should write this tip down. This is going to be an awesome one.
Hi, Adrian. Hi, Attilio. I'm so happy to be here. Now, this week, my tip is actually for those of you who have kids. So if you're evaluating a realtor or a broker or a client, whoever you're looking at, ask your kids what they think. And if your kids are under the age of 8, here's how you can phrase the question and see what they really think. You ask them if this person would be a good captain of their ship. And you explain that the captain of the ship, they have to be able to find danger and take care and lead everyone, and that they also have to take care of everyone on board. And the Science of People found that when you asked kids these questions about pictures of electoral candidates in different countries, the kids almost always chose the person who was eventually elected.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, when you are looking at someone to come into your home or someone to choose as a client, you want the best. And so you want someone you can respect, someone you can trust. And if you ask your kids which is the better captain, usually they always come up with the best answer.
So the kids have that intuition, that childlike intuition, just to know.
Absolutely. Well, we all have that in us. We all naturally read and code the body language, but most of us are used to not listening to our intuition, whereas kids are usually closer to the source.
Got it. Very helpful.
Well, that's my tip of the week. Thank you. See you next week.
All right. That was good stuff. So animals too, right?
Animals, children.
So if your dog pees on the visitor, they're not good people. The other, but you got to take that, you got to take that advice with a grain of salt, because I saw a study where they showed kids pictures, kindergartners.
Yeah.
They're more likely to recognize Ronald McDonald than Jesus and Abraham Lincoln.
Really?
Yep. Well, that's marketing.
Yes, that is marketing.
The point of that is just be aware of all the marketing that our kids are subjected to. And I don't know, is that a good thing that they recognize Ronald McDonald more so than Abraham Lincoln and Jesus? Something to think about. Speaking of things to think about,
we've got Janice from Dreamhouse Drafting with her tip of the week.
Hey, Janice.
Hey.
What you got
My
for us?
tip this week is be a proactive homeowner.
Okay.
Before hiring someone to do construction, you should confirm their licensing. And it's easy to do on the state's website, ehawaii.gov. There you can confirm that the license number on that business card being handed to you actually matches the name of the person you're talking to.
What if the ink's wet? What if the ink is wet and you rub your thumb across it and their license smears?
Well, then you have to ask for another one. And
No,
check.
Make sure it matches that website, but keep going.
You're also able there to make sure that it's current.
Yes.
That it's not expired. And secondly, if they're telling you that the scope of work doesn't need a building permit, it's very easy to check out the city's building department website, honoluludpp.org, and confirm if that's true.
If that contractor is not in good standing, is that public information that's available on that same site?
It's public information, and sometimes legitimate people are showing as not current because they may have sent in a payment to their insurance company, for example. I had this problem earlier last month trying to issue someone's building permit, and one of the contractors, there was a big red flag saying that he wasn't current. Well, his license was current, but his workman's comp had expired, and frequently people who are running businesses actually mail in payments, and then the lag time catches them between when the website is updated and when their insurance company notifies the city or the state that indeed they have paid their annual premium.
Sure.
So it doesn't always mean that there's something wrong with them, and it is a nuisance for those of us who, go sit in line to get a building permit issued to be told, oh, this cannot happen. So
yes.
I'm learning. I've used that website now more because who has time to do that?
Well, I think the big lesson here is, what, Adrian, you want to go sit in that line?
No.
Or pay Janice to go sit in the line and find that out?
Yes, definitely Janice.
Go pay Janice to do them, because then she's going to dig deeper.
And she knows the questions to ask.
And she knows, yes. So be proactive with those licenses. I think you're right, Janice. I think the two big issues we find, people telling you that they're licensed and
that you don't need a permit for that.
And you don't need a permit for that. So
be aware.
All the time.
Yeah. Oh, I get my license. You don't need permit for that. They even say it just like that with the accent that I just used. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Janice.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right. So you can reach Janice at 206-7107 for all of your permitting or drafting, or just, anything having to do with the home.
Yeah.
Just give her a call. And then her website is dreamhousedrafting.com.
Yeah. Be a wise person.
Mm-hmm.
When you're getting all upset with the permitting process, remain calm, call Janice. Okay? So speaking of remaining calm, what if you're an investor and you own rental properties? Do you have any suggestions on what they should do in those situations?
Well, they should give Duke a call at Hawaii Pacific Property Management and just let him take over the stress that the tenants and the tenant landlord code can cause us investors.
Yeah, one of the big things we've shared examples with that he's brought onto the show from in the past, so we're going to share it for him. Because who's taking notes? We remember.
Yes.
Water leaks. Water leaks are a big, huge headache with rentals, and if not addressed or dealt with right away, the problem compounds and even gets worse.
It can cause mold.
Yeah.
And all sorts of damage.
Yep.
And then the tenant needs to move out and be, put somewhere else, and just it's a big mess.
So a couple of things he recommends: getting loss of rent insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Other things is, but with a professional property management company, they're going to go through and inspect. They're not plumbers, but they're going to be doubly checking on things. Tenants, they're not the quickest to report stuff because a couple of things, it's an inconvenience and a hassle. If you get if you have a water leak, they'll probably be all over that. If they're out of hot water, they'll be all over that. Human nature, right? Something that inconveniences us, we're all over it. But if it's like maybe the drain line underneath the bathroom or the kitchen sink is leaking and then you get that mushy wood and it's all stinky and nasty, they'll be like, you know what? I'll let the landlord deal with that when I move out.
Mm-hmm.
And that turns into a huge mess because you got mold coming up behind the kitchen cabinets and everything.
But with Hawaii Pacific Property Management, they'll go in and do the walkthroughs and spot checks and just make sure that everything's in good working order.
Because you for rent by owners, you're not checking the thing till you got to turn it over and go fix everything up. And then you're walking through the unit going, I didn't know. How come this tenant? So remain calm.
Yes.
And just avoid all those headaches and give Duke a call. And speaking of careers in property management, you wanted to talk about career night? Oh, by the way, what's Duke's number?
Oh, yeah, you can give him
website.
You can give him a call at 445-9223. That's 445-9223. Check him out also at hipacificpm.com.
Did you put your money where your mouth is? Does he manage your properties?
He does.
He manages mine too. We're licensed realtors.
Yes.
We don't even want to do it. We let him do it.
Exactly. And and he's looking for talent. I know his team is growing as he has more properties that he's managing. So we are having a career night.
Speaking of looking for talent.
Yes. July 2nd is our next career night. And
You go to
Monday from 5 to 6.
So if you want to get in the rhythm of it, it's every other month we have the career night. And what can they expect to learn at these career nights?
Well, all of their questions will be answered.
Like you being traveling around the world, seeking wise men atop mountains, asking them for the meaning of life.
Yes.
We will have the answer for you at our career night.
No, but any question that you have about a career in real estate, like how much does it cost to get started? What do I need to know? Just the nuts and bolts. I mean, we've had pretty much the same kind of questions at every career night. And then, of course, we have the questions that you should be asking that you don't know that you should be asking that we're going to tell you.
Show up at our career night. We're going to give you a list of the questions that are going to help you make the very best decision on what brokerage to hang your license with. We're going to give you a schedule of classes. We're going to give you a discount for signing up for real estate school. And if there's any questions that we didn't answer through the presentation, we're going to stay there with you and answer those questions that you might have. We're going to talk about the different positions because, right, there's administrative, non-sales positions, there's sales positions.
There's property management.
Yep.
There's, mortgage broker, escrow and title. I mean, there's all sorts of different ways to be involved in real estate.
And you know what? We're good at the art of saying no. And what I mean by that is maybe you'll discover that real estate isn't something that you should get involved with. And sometimes, they always say God answers all prayers. And sometimes the answer is no.
That's right.
So, because that's an answer. Okay.
All right. So,
where can they RSVP?
Just go to jointeamlally.com and click on the link for career nights.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to take a break, or you have anything else you want to share before the break?
Well, the one thing I want to talk about is, the challenge that sellers go through, and then we'll take a break, is the listing their properties with someone that they have a relationship with, like they've known from before or good friends with, or maybe even be related to.
Yes.
Or help them buy the property.
We see that all the time.
Why 9 times out of 10 or 99 times out of 100? What will be some of the reasons why we wouldn't recommend that you list the property with a close friend, or even if they were just the person that just helped you buy the property?
Well, maybe that's their part-time job.
Yes.
And they only sell like 1 or 2 homes a year, and it's not really a big priority, or something that they're an expert at.
Yes.
That could be one reason.
Yeah. So I would say 98% of the time, if you're doing business with a friend or relative, most likely they're part-time because, here's the deal, folks. We renew our licenses every 2 years. So at the second time they go to renew, about 80% of us, boom, do not renew. We end up going back to our day jobs. So it's really, it's challenging finding agents with a lot of experience and or a track record. I will tell you right now, I helped my sister sell her home because her brother, just happened to have helped with our team. We did how many closings year to date?
I think it's
86.
80 something.
It's 86. So number one question you should be asking a realtor, even if it's your mom with her real estate license, hey, Mom, see you on Mother's Day. By the way, how many homes did you sell? How many transactions have you been involved in?
But, it could also strain the relationship.
Yes, if something goes bad. Do things go bad in our real estate transactions?
Yes.
We've done enough
frequently.
Of them. We always tell people, your home ain't sold until the money's into your account. But anyway, that was our tip. You want to go?
All right. Yeah, let's take a break. So,
wait. One more thing before we take a break.
I
want to talk about, there's always one more thing.
There's always one more thing.
That's radio. So ISA positions, I specifically want to drill down on that particular position because we are hot and heavy looking for that one.
Oh, so if you are currently in
phone sales.
But more specifically, if you're like a bill collector, you're calling and you're trying to track down money.
Collect money. That's not the most happy
it's
people.
It's not fun. Those are not fun calls to make, but you got to be persistent, right? So those same skill sets, except for you making fun calls, because the people on the other end, they want to talk to you.
Yeah. We've got tons of lead. We got tons of training. We got a great culture to be a part of as our team. Literally, this is a critical role. You almost are going to become part of the leadership and the management of our team here with the, we're spending $20,000 a month on marketing, generate a ton of leads. We got champagne problems. What's our champagne problem?
But we have a lot of
too many
we've got a lot.
leads.
No, not too many. We have a lot of inquiries, and we need good people to help us.
Yes.
So if that sounds like you, come to our next career night and learn more, or you can go to jointeamlally.com.
All right. Now we're ready to take a break.
All right. So you want to stay with us. When we come back, we'll be talking with Reina Miyamoto of Hawaii Homeownership Center. She'll be talking about the 2018 Chip In for Home Ownership Golf Tournament coming up in August. Stay with us.
Tired of waiting 2 to 3 months to finalize your home loan or refinance? Jody Tonga and her team at Pacific Rim Mortgage have a turn time of 30 days or less by processing your loans locally.
Take advantage of today's low interest rates by calling our good friend Jody Tonga of Pacific Rim Mortgage. Her personal cell is 488-5510. That's 488-5510.
Hey, Adrian, guess what?
What, Atilio?
Jody has a huge secret.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
I can tell you.
Yes, you can.
Okay, here it is. Jody has a free home buying guide that reveals insider tips others may not want you to know.
Wow, how do I get this free home buying guide?
Easy. Just go to her website, pacificrim.com. That's PAC or PACRIMMTG.com.
I see the free home buyer guide has valuable information that can help me avoid mistakes and could cost me tens of thousands of dollars over the lifetime of my loan.
Yes. So check out their site. That's pacificrim.com, or give her a call at 488-5510. That's 488-5510. What's the website?
It's PAC, P-A-C, RIM, R-I-M, Mortgage, MTG.com. Hawaii, NMLS ID 1032554.
If you're looking for an outstanding insurance agent that will personally help you during the moment of truth, we recommend Bradley Maruyama with Allstate Insurance.
So, Atilio, what do you mean by the moment of truth?
Well, the best insurance is the insurance you never have to use, but we know that's not how life works. So when life happens, you can count on Bradley and his team to exceed your expectations for your insurance needs.
Keep in mind that when buying a home, the cost of home insurance should be taken into consideration. I trust Bradley with my own personal home, so you should give him a call. Call Bradley with Allstate Insurance at 591-8016.
Hi, it's Colin Coward. You've heard me say losers make excuses and champions find a way to win every time. Need to sell your home right here in Honolulu? You've got real estate agents who operate in a whole different league. My friends, Adrian Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Keller Williams. Those guys make the selling process look easy because they sell 27 times more homes than the average agent and spend thousands of marketing dollars, attracting hundreds of buyers. Because of that, Adrian and Attilio guarantee that if they can't sell your home at a price and deadline you agreed to, they'll buy your home. They'll buy yours, no risk. And if at any point you're not happy, they'll let you fire them, and you're free to go. But that's not going to happen. There's only one phone call I would make. It would be to Adrian Lally and Attilio Leonardi. Write the number down, 799-9596. 799-9596. Or online at guaranteedsale.com. That's guaranteedsale.com.
Hey, it's your friend Sean Hannity, and as you know, I am not afraid to be honest and say exactly what I feel. When it comes to selling your home, you need to know there are real estate agents out there that just rely on yard signs, well, and a few $100s of marketing. Now, I'm going to make this very easy for you and tell you about a team of real estate agents whose marketing plan is in a whole different league than anyone else you will talk to. I'm talking about Adrian Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu. Now, Adrian and Attilio spend thousands of dollars every month and attract hundreds of buyers every week. Now, because of that, if they can't sell your home at a price and deadline that you agree to, they will buy your home. Real estate mogul and Shark Tank star Barbara Corcoran only recommends Team Lally in Hawaii. And if I needed to sell a home in Hawaii, well, I would call Team Lally. Call Team Lally now at 799-9596. Online at 808-GuaranteedSale.com. That's 808-GuaranteedSale.com. And consider your home sold.
The Team Lally Real Estate Show continues.
Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it.
Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program. Well, we'll buy it. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Akaku'u.
And if you have any questions, you can reach us at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Our guest today is the Assistant Executive Director of the Hawaii Homeownership Center. The mission of Hawaii Homeownership Center is to provide education, information, and support to create successful first-time homeowners in Hawaii.
They'll be holding a golf tournament on August 23rd. It's the Chip In for Home Ownership annual golf tournament. Here today to talk more about this event, please welcome back to the show, Reina Miyamoto.
Hi, Reina.
Hello.
You're like Chevy Chase on SNL.
Yes.
Just like a repeat guest.
Oh, thank you for
Michael
asking
Baldwin, you know.
I think this is probably like the 4th or 5th time we have you on. Like,
No, it's got to be like 4, maybe.
no, more than that.
Yeah.
She's a trained professional.
Oh, thank you. I'm not as funny as the SNL folks, though.
It's okay. You're helping, good positive vibes. You're helping people get into home ownership.
Mm-hmm.
So, but real quick, we just was talking before we brought you on that you've been doing this. We were amazed. You must enjoy this because you like it. You've been doing it for 12 years. What got you involved with the Hawaii Homeownership Center, and why do you stay?
You know, the mission of the Hawaii Homeownership Center is near and dear to my heart. You know, as I stay there longer, I appreciate even more what a safe and stable home provides for families. You know, whether it's, not having to have your kids move or worrying about, my lease for my rental expired, where am I going to live, how am I going to cover the rent deposit and the first month's rent when I haven't gotten my other deposit back yet. All those kind of things really has a domino effect on so many aspects of your life.
Yeah.
So, when folks who want and can achieve home ownership, that stability really provides so much for them that I really appreciate and I'm proud to be part of.
Yeah.
So Reina, what kind of programs does the Hawaii Homeownership offer for our listeners that are not familiar with the Hawaii Homeownership Center?
So the Homeownership Center was opened in October of 2003. So we're going to celebrate our 15th birthday in October. So it's pretty cool. In terms of helping first-time buyers into homeownership, we focus on preparation classes and individual coaching. So folks can learn about preparing for homeownership all the way to getting your keys in terms of the classes. And then the individual coaching allows a private confidential conversation about maybe challenges to homeownership, maybe programs that might be helpful for folks to use to get into homeownership. And even after someone becomes a homeowner, we think it's important for them to have resources to sustain homeownership. So we have what we call post-purchase services as well.
Now, we know studies have shown that the higher percentage in particular neighborhoods or communities of homeownership, just the overall aspect and positive nature of that community. So it's really important what you guys are doing. So that benefits, obviously realtors because, they can point you in that direction and just, everyday people, business owners and stuff like that. What are some ways that business owners, everyday people, realtors can support your guys' organization?
I think a win-win situation would be if they have circles of friends or employees that they think would benefit from homeownership. If they have a large group that are not homeowners, they're renters or maybe living with family, we're happy to come and do a brown bag lunch session to introduce homeownership and our services to their groups. Some folks like to volunteer with the Homeownership Center, whether it's in our classes or we have some special events. The golf tournament is one of them. Most of our special events are related to fundraising, so we can support the center and help more home buyers too.
I know that Pat from Pacific Rim Mortgage, she comes in and volunteers for the Hawaii Homeownership Center, and I think she teaches some
tournament.
Yeah, she's at the golf tournament, and then teaches some classes too.
Yes, Pat's one of many champions for the Homeownership Center, which we are very grateful for. From planning and getting ready for the golf tournament to showing up that day, and then a recent volunteer in our classes too.
So listen up, you business owners. Are you tired of having lots of turnover and having to retrain people over and over and over because it's quite costly? Here's a suggestion. Pour into your employees. Reina, would you agree that if more of your employee base own their own homes, would their lives be a little bit more stable and would they be less stressed out and be better employees?
Oh, I would think so.
Yeah.
That not having to worry about the moves that I just talked about and moving possibly your kids, increased commute, all of those kind of things can really impact their performance at work and even all the other things that are happening with them, that there's a domino effect to that.
So if you come out, how long is this presentation? What's the duration of it so these business owners know?
So in terms of an outreach presentation, we'll do it as short or as long as they'll give us. Sometimes it's a staff meeting. We'll talk for like 2 minutes. It could be an hour presentation if they want to give us a lunch hour. So we're flexible.
And then how much does it cost?
So the outreach presentation, that's just part of what we do. So there's no cost for that. But if folks want to become a member of the Homeownership Center, we consider them lifetime members since I talked about helping them before and after they purchase a home. It's $60 per buying unit. So if I'm buying by myself, I pay $60. If I'm buying with 5 people, then it's still $60 for all of us.
Oh, wow.
So guys, come on. This is why I tell people to look at it. That you're like, oh, $60. You know, you guys blow more than that going to the movies with the popcorn and soda and stuff like that. And you got good entertainment, but probably not good value for whatever you put in your mouth with the eating. Spend less than that. Go to this thing and get educated for a lifetime. And you know what? If you have friends, family, help them break that cycle of renting. I get plenty of friends and family. I say, you got to go. Check this out. $60 is nothing. It's not like a huge moneymaker for you guys, right?
It isn't. It's more like a commitment fee on behalf of the home buyers.
That's it.
So how often do these classes take place? Do you have them online? Or, like, you know, how could our listeners that are interested in becoming homeowners
sign up?
How would they sign up?
So if they just want to check us out first, we have free orientation sessions, similar to what I talked about when we come to somebody's office.
Okay.
And they can go to our website, which is hihomeownership.org, and there's a list that they can click on for our orientations. They can sign up online or give us a call or email us. As far as the homebuyer education classes, there are actually 9 hours worth of classes when somebody becomes a member. So we actually chop it into chunks because we think that 9 hours at one time is quite a bit. Yeah, it is a lot. But as you know, the buying process is pretty complex. So that's the reason why 9 hours. We could even talk for longer, but we think 9 hours is the minimum. So we kind of do it in rotation. So you can take the first half about money management and credit in the context of getting a mortgage, either on a weeknight or on a Saturday. And then the last part about the buying process, you know, getting a mortgage, working with a realtor, insurance, and escrow can be taken on a Saturday. So we do, like, you know, the weeknight, Saturday, and do it all over again.
Because people are working.
Yep.
Yeah. One of the things people, you know, comparative knowledge again. Come on, guys. You're spending all this time and money to get degrees at college, cost you lots of money, got all these student loans. 80% of you are not even working in the field that you got a degree in. Spend 9 hours to get involved in something that'll be with you for many, many decades, right? Owning a home. So as far, what about realtors? Is there anything that they can do as far, they can write checks?
To help? Yeah.
They can write a check, right?
Absolutely. Anybody can write a check, and we're glad to take their support. Realtors also have supported us as volunteers. Opportunities like this that you've opened up to us, which we're very grateful for, too.
Okay. So if you're realtors, if anybody else get a real estate show, please invite her on. And podcast, whatever.
Or they could sign up to golf in the tournament, right?
They could even just leave our rack cards at their open houses so the prospective buyers can access our resources, too.
I think, you know what, so it's always about the most popular radio station, which is, what is it, Adrian?
WIFM.
Which stands for?
What's in it for me?
So listen up, realtors. Come close. Come a little bit closer to the radio so I can tell you. Support this organization and learn more about it because it occurs to us, right? Does everybody that we come in contact through all of our lead generation, is everybody got good credit, money in the bank, and pre-approved, ready to buy a home? No. But what you can do is come from contribution, realtors, get educated on this process, and at least point them in the right direction. Because when you go to serve people, will they want to come and send all their friends and relatives to you?
Of course.
To help them out?
Yes.
So let's talk about real quick share with the listeners, Keli'i, one of our own team members.
Yeah, one of our team members was able to successfully complete your program and used all of the resources and, you know, became a homeowner. He still, I think this was like 2 years ago, and he still talks about it.
Yeah.
And, you know, refers back, and he's able to now, you know, speak from experience, you know, to his clients that, you know, that definitely need these resources.
I think as a whole, too, not a lot of his family were homeowners. So it was a really proud moment for him. And, you know, for us, we wanted to come over and hang out and, you know, do house parties at his place. So he's never shared the address with us, though. Just kidding. It's in Waikiki, but
there's no parking.
He's like, you know what? I don't like Attilio and Adrian come by, so can you find me a place with no parking? No, Keli's been super cool about it, and you know he's a young guy, so I'm glad that he owns real estate. So talk about the down payment assistance program. Anything going on with that?
Well, the down payment assistance program is still available through HHOC Mortgage, which is an affiliated organization with the Homeownership Center. We're a separate nonprofit organizations, though. But the HHOC Mortgage does generate some support in terms of income to donate back to the Homeownership Center. The down payment assistance loan, not to get too much into the weeds, but for folks who don't know about financing, if you have less than 20% of a down payment, you need to pay for private mortgage insurance, which basically covers the lender's losses should you not be able to pay. The down payment assistance loan allows you to get 2 loans. So the first mortgage is kept at 80% of the purchase price. The second mortgage can go up to 15%, and you come up with your own 5% down payment. So by avoiding mortgage insurance, since the first mortgage is kept at 80% of the purchase price, we found that a lot of borrowers are able to lower their monthly point payment compared to private mortgage insurance. Homebuyer education is required for that product too. But it's still available, and it's always been available actually since they launched the program, which is pretty cool.
Awesome.
So, Reina, would you share maybe a recent success story, or maybe just one of your most memorable success stories from the Hawaii Homeownership Center?
All right, get the tissue box out. I always cry when you share these stories.
Hopefully I don't get too choked.
I'm a crier. Just telling you people right now. Okay, go ahead.
He is.
So actually recently I went over to the home of one of our recent homeowners. She actually took a 13-year journey with us.
Wow.
From, just checking out home ownership and to thinking like, oh, well, she could buy a home at that time, but her kids are still in high school. And she's like, to uproot them and go to another community where she could afford to buy. She didn't think that was the right thing to do. So through the ups and downs, she's kept in touch with us over the years. And, in 13 years, there can be external things that happen within your larger family. And she was actually able to purchase her family home recently. So when I went to visit her, she opened up her home so we could do a video testimony there. And she takes care of her 8-year-old grandson too. So it's really cute. He greeted me at the door before I even met him with a pukinekine flower in his hand while he welcomed me in. And he declined to be part of the video testimony, but through while it was happening, I could feel, how you can kind of feel somebody getting closer to you. So he's sitting like on the porch, and then he sat like 3 feet away, and then eventually he was sitting next to his grandma, which is really cute though. And so I decided to talk to him too, because I was just asking her a little bit about what was helpful at the Homeownership Center and all that. And so I asked her grandson, what's the best thing about you living in your new home here? And he said, I get to live with grandma here forever, which is super cute. He was really excited about that. But actually, when I pause and think about it, the emotional part to me was I was thinking, gosh, an 8-year-old can really appreciate the stability of homeownership. His grandma was just saying right before he came to sit down with us that a lot of their lives she would describe as being in chaos, just, all these other things happening in their life. So, for him to say that, I really took it that, he doesn't have to move anymore. Same school, same friends, just be able to unpack and just stay in the same place all the time was really meaningful to him. And that was meaningful to me. It said a lot to not just a homeowner that becomes a home in terms of home ownership, but, there's a domino effect. And I think that'll leave a lasting impression for him as well in terms of wanting to be a homeowner later too.
Yeah, that's a beautiful story.
Now, you said 13 years.
Yes.
Is what's the typical time frame that people, once they start their journey with you, that they actually end up becoming homeowners?
I took a look at it, and I would say maybe 35% buy within the first year. And that's excluding all the people that come to us in escrow needing homebuyer education on the fly. And another 35% will buy in the second year. So about 70-ish%
in the first couple of years.
Yeah, which is pretty amazing because most of the folks that come to us, I would say half are considered 80% or below the median income. And to regular people, that means that you're on the lower income echelon in terms of buying. So it's possible. I think by knowing resources, getting educated, people can take the first step and figure out that, wow, this is possible for me.
Well, Hawaii, we have real high cost of living, so it's absolutely more challenging here than in most places in the United States. Let's talk about those myths that are keeping people from even just going to your website, picking up the phone, or coming in, checking out a class, that are the misperceptions. Let's talk about those for homeownership.
We did a study before the center was open, and I find it's still the case now. So income versus housing costs is one. I think a lot of people look at their paychecks, and if they've never even met a loan officer, they can't equate that to any kind of loan payment that would be enough to house their family, so they don't even check it out. I think also a lot of money management isn't something that most people do. Money management, I think, to a lot of folks is I open online checking. Do I have a positive balance? Then I'm all good to go buy whatever that I wanted to buy. It's not actually having a budget and planning to spend your money and following that plan. So that's another thing. Sometimes by actually having a spending plan and following it, people realize actually my income can go a lot farther than I thought in terms of a housing payment.
So like teaching them discipline.
A little
with their
bit.
money.
Or learn behavior, because when I went down to the baby hospital, I did not see any financial calculators inside the little crib with the babies when they came out. It's learn behavior. We need to learn those habits of financial planning. What else? You have some more.
A lot of debt or credit issues, I think, is the other. Sometimes, again, it's perceived not really knowing how my debt gets calculated into a loan payment. So I think that's another challenge in terms of not understanding how debt impacts loan qualification, but also just overcoming some of the challenges of past barriers, I guess, related to credit.
I think we can kind of tie it back to your quote, the one about the 3 things. Do something that you're afraid of.
At first, you're going to be fearful.
Yes.
And then next, you're, trying to just figure it out. And then third, you decide if you like it or not.
Yeah, I think that's the whole process of becoming a homeowner. That quote's appropriate for that. And so people don't know what they don't know, and we fear the unknown. If they would you guys aren't like,
just get educated.
You guys aren't like big mokes down there and really like beat on people and yell at them and say, how come you know I'm on home, right? Okay, just making sure.
We want them to make the decision. No. And even if they don't become a homeowner, if at worst they're better financially and they can take that step later on in life, we think that that's fantastic.
Yeah. Homeownership, and then preparing for that has spillover benefits like you turn. They're like maybe creating a budget, learning how to save, learning how to live within our means, because I think that
Getting your debt down.
Getting your debt down gets us, the never-ending cycle of stress that we have over here. Okay? What other questions we got for Reina?
I think we should talk a little bit more about the golf tournament, which is a big fundraiser that you guys do every year for, because this is a nonprofit, right? So
break it down for the listeners. Where does your funding come from?
So I would say a good chunk of it comes from NeighborWorks America, which is a congressionally chartered nonprofit organization, which is very unusual. Okay. So we get federal funding from there. We might have, say grants or contracts with, government agency, what we call fee-for-service contracts. So they might subsidize, designated people's, services with us.
Sure.
And then it's a lot of like fundraising events. So we have a few that we do, and it's generous contributions through corporations and individuals like you guys. Thank you for supporting our golf tournament too. Yeah. So that's kind of like the makeup of.
So as Adrian said, let's talk more. Let's break it down for them. What kind of?
Yeah. So when is the golf tournament? And are you guys still looking for golfers? Is there still room if there's some avid golfers out there that want to come and play for the Homeownership Center?
You make all your costs for golfing that day one right off.
Yes.
And give the big boss an excuse to get you out of the office to support them.
Golfing for charity.
Yeah. What's it look like cost-wise?
So first, the date, it's on Thursday, August 23rd. It's going to be at Pro Country Club, so you can still go to work and then still make it off for the shotgun start at 12.
Okay.
We do have spaces for golf sponsors, so whether it's a team, there's a whole wide range of folks where you can get a TMNT sponsorship. You can sponsor a few teams together. If you go to our website, hihomeownership.org, it does list, there's a little button that says golf tournament on the homepage. So you can click on that, open it up, and take a look at all the options to sponsor a team, or whether it's maybe an on-course sponsorship or, maybe, doing like a game on the course in terms of sponsoring it. You don't necessarily have to staff it. There's a whole bunch of stuff beyond just golfing as well.
We went a couple of years ago. We go when we can, and we always sponsor a hole. But I think what's nice about this event. It's good for day drinkers, because the title companies was over there. They had free beer. They had shots. I mean,
it was a little out of control.
Well, no, it was they wasn't driving a golf carts into the sand traps or the water and stuff like that. My point being is that it was fun. And it was in the middle of the day, and you're supporting a good cause. Everybody was golfing, and then I think, did you guys have it was an auction right at the end?
We had a lot of prizes,
with the luncheon,
that were for auction.
Was it door prizes and auctions, or?
So each golfer will get an individual prize, so that's guaranteed. And then we do have team prizes and so it's our 11th annual, sponsored by our title sponsor is Home Street Bank.
Thank you, Home Street Bank.
Yeah, thank you for Home Street Bank. So the grand prize is the 11th place winner, because it's the 11th annual.
Oh.
We also do have raffle tickets. So basically the team sponsorship pays for everything in terms of all the on-course food, the adult beverages you talked about, all of that. The raffle, you might decide you'd like to make a contribution or donate and get some raffle tickets and, put in some extra. Although everybody gets one raffle ticket, they can.
Well, let's give a big shout out to who's your other sponsors. You got Home Street Bank. Who else?
Guild Mortgage is a committed silver sponsor as well.
Thank you, Guild Mortgage.
Yeah, thank you, Guild Mortgage. HECO, the Hawaiian Electric Company, will be our lunch sponsor this year, too. They've been our lunch sponsor for many years.
Thank you for sponsoring. And electricity.
And I'm afraid to miss some of our bronze sponsors because we have quite a bit, actually, that do a Team and T bronze sponsorship. So we really appreciate that. And actually, Gentry Homes is also a gold sponsor for us as well.
Cool. Well, hey, go to the website. You see the sponsors. Help support them. Tell them you thank them for supporting Hawaii homeownership so they're getting that for benefit marketing, right? When consumers are out there taking a look at your business and they see you're supporting and giving back to the community, they'll choose you over the competition. So that's a good reason to support nonprofits.
Yes, and you're also supporting home ownership. Yeah. Right? So
making better communities.
So, Reina, is there before we wrap it up, was there anything that we missed or that you want to share with our listeners?
No, thank you so much to both of you for allowing us a chance to share the Hawaii Homeownership Center with other folks.
And these guys, it was all scrambling. The pen ran out of ink. They forgot to write down the number and the website. What's the number on the website?
So the website is hihomeownership.org, and our main number is 523-9500.
523-9500. Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Reina.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, so we've got Brooks on the line.
Hey, Brooks.
Hi, you guys.
Hello.
Well, first, I just want to come in with a couple of interesting numbers to start my segment here. We have a total of 6 open houses Team Lally does this Sunday, with 4 of them being our grand open events, which is our first open house.
Nobody's seen
also an interesting number is we have 12 coming soon listings. So what this means is for owners and sellers out there in Radio Land, you too likely would love to have your property featured on our radio show. So always feel comfortable giving us a call at our seller hotline number, which is 799-9596. That's 799-9596.
Super cool.
Okay, here's the quick skinny on the grand opening events we have this coming Sunday, tomorrow.
Yes.
Father's Day.
Actually,
Father's Day open houses.
A little later today, however, on Saturday, we're going to have an open house in the beautiful Launani Valley area on Waikau Street. Waikau, everybody loves Waikau Street.
Yes.
So this is a ground floor, corner end, 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhome in the Ridges at Launani Valley Complex. This is a really cool unit. New paint, new carpet, awesome. So now we're going to move to our typical Sunday schedule. So another Sunday grand opener is a spacious 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhome located at Palm Court in the heart of Eva Beach. And our third grand opener, which is also on Sunday, as opposed to the one on Saturday, tons of potential for this 3-bedroom, 1.5-bath in Nanakai Gardens. You know where that is, you guys, right? Over there by Ko'olani, or Ko'olina. Very open floor plan with great natural light and large covered back patio with views of Ko'olina and the ocean. This is kind of a fixer, this home. So when we say lots of potential, that's what we mean, like a contractor special. And then Sunday, a grand opener. This is a beautiful. This is one that is gonna. This is just a great home. Beautiful 4-bedroom, 3-bath in highly desirable Huakale Kuapapa neighborhood. So it's got, listen to this, it's got 2 bedrooms and 2 full baths on the ground floor, indicating that it's a 2-story home, but with those 2 bedrooms and 2 full baths on the ground floor, that's awesome. It's also got 22 PV owned PV panels and a solar hot water system to boot. Lots of amenities over there at Huakale and access to the Waikai Lagoon. Should I continue?
So wait, how many was that already?
That was 4. Those were our grand openers. We have 2 others that we're going to have open house on Sunday.
I think on the other 2, just give them the address. And with those own PV panels, so when you go up on the roof, they're like, I own you. I own you, son. I'm generating electricity. I own you.
Yeah. And that's a power plant on the roof.
Yeah.
We used to not have power plants anywhere near our house, right?
Yes.
That's one on our roof. That's pretty amazing. So
Something
technology.
something to think about when purchasing a home, because Hawaii has the highest utility rates in the nation. Okay, so the other two, what cities and what days?
Kapolei, this is Sunday, one in Kapolei at 92-1268 Kikaha Street. And then the other one, I don't have the address. It's on Iho Place. Iho Place is that awesome street in Aiea, right on the golf course. So I'll give you the name of the building.
The Colonnade, right?
Colonnade on the green.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We make it easy for
stellar
them.
views. Just awesome place.
No, we make it easy for them because you can go to what? TeamLallyOpenHouse.com?
TeamLallyOpenHouse.com, and they're all there.
Brooks, what was that website?
It's TeamLallyOpenHouse.com.
All right.
Yes.
Awesome. So, hey, Brooks, stay on the line with us. We want to talk real quick about our, we come income contribution. We want to help educate even our competition or other people in the industry, other realtors, business people, people in the community of Kapolei. We have a mastermind.
We do.
What's going on at that mastermind, Adrian?
So we have Bradley Maruyama of Allstate Insurance, and he's going to be talking to us about flood insurance. It's Flood Insurance 101.
Yeah.
Especially with all of those losses that we've had over on Kauai, people not being properly insured. So he's going to talk a little bit about that.
So you can RSVP at what? HawaiiAgentMastermind.com?
HawaiiAgentMastermind.com.
Do you guys know what the acronym is?
Ham.
We will have ham sandwiches.
Yes.
No. Lunch will be provided, but it's Hawaii Agent Mastermind. What else? Go ahead.
Well, he's also going to be talking about the common things that could affect the purchase or sale of a home, having to do with the insurance. So it's going to be, it'll be a very informative hour. So we do lunch from 12 to 12:30, and then Bradley's going to be educating us from 12:30 to 1:30. So bring your questions.
I'll tell you people, it's very important to understand this when you're buying. If you're a realtor advising your clients, if you're the buyer, we're in escrow on something that's near the ocean. It's not right on it. The annual insurance just for the for homeowners insurance because of flood, the flood area that it's in, is $5,000 a year. So got to think about that, because it's going to be incorporated into your, going into your escrow account as part of your monthly mortgage, property tax, insurance, everything else. So you need to know that for financing and part of your budget.
Yes.
You might want to learn about flood insurance.
Yep. So you can go to HawaiiAgentMasterminds.com and find out a little bit more about the event, as well as register an RSVP.
I heard they get free lunch.
Yeah, there is free lunch.
So if you're hungry.
I registered yesterday. I was the first one to register. This one is a great one. I make it a habit to go to these masterminds, and I've heard Bradley speak before. This is key information. The agents listening to this radio show, you should stop by.
You know what's important about RSVPing? Yeah, you know what's important about RSVPing first? When you show up, we don't give you the sandwich with the butt end of the bread. We give you the middle part because you went RSVP early. But if you RSVP late, you're going to get the bread with the butt end. That's the sandwich you got to eat. So RSVP now.
So these are held the last Thursday of every month. So if you can't make this one, put it on your calendar for next month.
Yeah, if you're not learning, you're dying. And you should always be in a state of growing. And it's a good way to network with other business people, people in the community. Come, feed your stomach and feed your mind.
All right. Well, I think we're coming here to the end of our show. So thanks for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
Jody Tonga and Derek Tonga of Pacific Rim Mortgage.
Bradley Maruyama of Allstate Insurance.
Nathan Baker of Pillar to Post Home Inspections.
Janice Merland of Dream House Drafting.
John Speed with Kilauea Pest Control.
Duke Kim Han of Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Thomas Patterson with Patterson Land Surveying.
Myron Kamihara of Kamihara Law.
Kim Green with TK Green Home Inspections Hawaii. If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, just go to teamlally.com.
We also want to give a big thank you to Paco, our producer here in the studio.
Chee-hoo.
Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life
forever. This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed
sold program. We can't sell your home at the agreed upon price and our time frame. We'll have it bought for cash. Thanks and aloha.